All right, so we are back on the puzzle solving journey. Yeah. Salut. Hello, Test. Nice to see you back here, buddy. Hello, Liam. Nice to see you too. Yeah, yesterday I didn't stream. I didn't stream. I know. Yeah, man, miss you guys too. Miss you guys too. So today we're back to the grind of the puzzles. Let's try to make it to make it a good one. So hey, Mahmood, nice to see you back here, buddy. Yeah, we have everyone. We have everyone in the house. We have Liam, Test, and Mahmood. Awesome. So let's get back to this puzzle streak. I mean puzzle rush actually. I remind you guys that we only have one strike left. But I mean, of course, that's just a reminder so that you know where we're at, but not anything else. Feel free to share your thoughts on any ridiculous move that you can come up with. So, this is I mean, if you take the queen, what's the big issue here? I mean, there's a queen there that it really looks like it can be taken. What's the problem here after we take the queen? Like, we take the queen, then let's say this rook arrives here. I don't know, if the rook arrives there, I just take the knight. You take the queen and... I mean, I don't know, like, what else? This is just taking the queen. What is this? I don't know what I'm missing here. I don't know. Yeah, B takes queen, says Liam, so okay. Alright, so now... Do we just take here, or is there a problem with that? Like, I mean, if we take here, I don't see that we're getting mated or anything. Like, I mean, if they try to check us, then we go over here. So I think we just take the knight, don't we? By the way, Test, if at any point you want to play a game or ask me to analyze the games or whatever, then feel free to. King takes knight, yeah. Okay, and now we go king a6, I suppose. I mean, if we go over here, then they start having, like, stuff to do with the discoveries. I don't know if the discoveries are... Well, yeah, they could be good enough. Oh, no. Yeah, they could be good enough. Like, I mean, probably here, because if we go... Like, I was... I mean, intuitively this, because you don't get a discovery. But, I mean, I was thinking, which discovery can they do? But if we go over here, then there's maybe this, when they intend to take over here and then land over here or something along those lines. Like, I mean, I don't know, something crazy. And intuitively, king a6, and I'll see what they are doing after that. King a6, yeah. Okay, they go over here. That's what they are doing. So they are trying to mate us with this rook. Do we have to sack the queen or something along those lines? Wow. Yeah, I think we have to sack the queen. We have to go over here. They take, we take, and then we are up. We're up a rook, which is still good enough. So I think we have to play queen c7, right? Yeah, queen c7. The only way not to get mated. Okay, now we just take this rook naturally. Okay, so yeah, great solving there, Liam. And yeah, that was a random puzzle, wasn't it, Mamoon? Hello, football fan. Nice to see you back here, buddy. Oh, he had already said king c7. Oh, no. He had said what happened if we went the wrong way. Okay. Knight b3, mate. Oh, what? Mate in 1? Ah, yeah, because we're on puzzles like 50 something. Still, it's not like super. Oh, we are white. Knight b3, mate. Yeah, still not like super advanced stuff yet. Well, we're still on the still they're being a little bit lenient with me. I think maybe because I performed too badly the last time or something. I don't remember how it was last time, but maybe it was the time when I one of those times when I threw everything early or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it seems like this time they are being a little bit lenient on the 50s puzzles. So well, if we move the rook, then we have to be careful about our queen. We can move the queen, or we can, I don't know. And if we move the rook and get a trade of queens, that's no good. So I assume it's going to be a queen move. And if we went over here, we would be attempting to go there and there. But I mean, they can still interpose a pawn there, which we can take. Oh, if we, yeah. They interpose a pawn and we take, and then if they take with a pawn, we can take over here, and then we can pin the queen. Well, I don't know if that's good enough. Yeah, because we grab a bunch of pawns in the process, so maybe. So yeah, something like queen e3, I don't know. Queen d2. Oh, hello, Riley Ellenwood. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Do puzzle rush differ from user to user? I have a feeling that when you do a puzzle, if you're doing like really bad on the puzzle rush, I have a feeling that they give you easier puzzles than when you're doing well. I have a feeling, but I'm not sure about that. But I have a feeling about it. Like I already felt this way even before I started with these streams, but the streams kind of confirmed it. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know. I still have this feeling because when we were like on a very good streak, then next time when I started one, I felt like the puzzles even at earlier stages were a little bit more difficult than usual. By the way, thank you, Iset, for tuning back in. The rating of this one, can you tell? Yeah. Oh, by the way, Queen 2 says, Liam, let's go with it. And the rating of this one is, of this one, I don't know, but it must be like 3,000. 2,962 was the previous one. So, okay, now what? Now we can move the rook, actually. Potentially. I mean, don't know if it's that move, but I mean, now we can move it. Oh, the queen is sort of trapped, isn't it? Like, if we go over here, does the queen have to go over there where we just trap it like that? Seems like it. I mean, rook f4, yeah. So queen trapped. Okay. So let me take a look. That one was 3007 rated. He said. So let me look at what happened. Like, why was it queen e2 and not queen e3? Because I mean, queen e3 for me and queen e2 looked kind of interchangeable. What's the difference? So if we go over here, they have king h7. They are still much worse, but they survive. Like if now, yeah, because we don't trap the queen. Yeah. I mean, when I looked at this, I was looking only at that, but I wasn't looking at the fact that we were going to trap the queen. So then once this position was on the board, I was like, yeah, I mean, you can trap a queen right like that. But yeah, you can only trap the queen because you went over here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be covering that. So, so yeah, I totally get it. All right, let's go with the next one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Liam. Yeah, and I noticed like at first when I said why did Queen E3 didn't work, I completely forgot about the fact that the ending of the puzzle was about trapping a queen. D1 is free. D1 D1 is free. D1 is free. D1 is free. We have a rook on D1. We are black. Okay, so I don't know what you mean by D1 is free, or did you mean you meant the square was available? You didn't mean this puzzle. Yeah, never mind. When you said D1 is free, I was looking at the rook on D1 and I was like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Now I get it. Never mind. But bishop G4. Bishop G4 hits the rook. I mean, I did see the move in that sense, but didn't look too much into it as to what it does afterwards. Like, well, we can win a pawn at the very least, but I don't know if that's good enough because, well, I mean, I do believe you that this is a move, but I mean, I still don't know why. So we go over here. Well, if they can't interpose the knight because then we take and this is pinned to the rook, so that they can't do. So they would have to move the rook if they don't want to lose an exchange. I mean, lose an exchange back because they were already down. We are already down in exchange. Now, after they move the rook, we can potentially win a pawn, but I don't see much else. Anyway, Liam obviously saw something else. So, yeah. Well, the only suggestion is Liam's with bishop g4, so let's go for it. Bishop g4. Okay, so now the rook goes over there. If we take over here, we are grabbing at the very least a pawn because I mean we are capturing that. Well, we're grabbing like one pawn. But I don't know if that's good enough because we're down. We're down some material. Oh wait, we can check over here. Never mind. Okay, we can check over here and then we're winning a full knight. So it has to be that. I was missing the part where we had this move. Okay, so yeah, it has to be this before, right? Before, yeah, of course. Before, and now we grab the free knight. And, yeah. All right, so great solving there, Liam. Let's see. Okay, probably I mean, it's going to be about pushing this pawn all the way to promotion. The question is, in what order of operations and which operations do we do? Like, do we have to take there first with a bishop? If we push right away, do they have like something that they can do to our? They don't have any checks on our king. They don't have any checks on our king. So if we go over here directly, then I don't know if they have anything they can do immediately. I mean, obviously they're going to try for something, but I mean, they look kind of clumsy there. If we go over here, then is it a problem if this knight goes somewhere to try and stop the pawn from promoting, even if it means sacrificing it? Because maybe then this knight can try to fork us. Well, I mean, from here it wouldn't be possible. From here, there would be a fork over there, and yeah, I mean that's covered by the bishop, so no problem. So I think just push. Bishop e2, king e2. Oh, bishop e2 first. Bishop e2, king e2, a3, king c3. Wait, what? You mean a knight. So bishop here, knight takes, a3, knight c3. Is that what you mean? No, wait, that's not what you meant. Bishop c3, king c3, a3. Yeah, but I mean king e2. This. Then I don't know what you mean by. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. You're saying king c3 there, but king c3 impossible at that point. A3 anything, then a2 knight b3, and if you take knight c1. Oh, okay, there's the line. So bishop e2, king e2, a3, king d3, a2, and knight c2, stopping the pawn. All right, so yeah, we start like this. All right, they go over there. Now they are aiming to go over here, as you just mentioned. Therefore, if we go over there, he goes here, and then, well, but if that happens, then we can take over there potentially, right? So now is it just a2? Bishop takes knight first. Okay, I believe you. There we go. Well, now I'm in this promotion just stoppable. Okay, goes over there. I assume we just wait. Is there any trick here? No, there's no trick, no fork, no anything. So we just promote. Just in case, I'm checking the chat. Take a night with Bishop. Hello, Balgum. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Hello, Czech Republic. What will we do after knight c2? Well, apparently I mean, we had to take, yeah, after knight c2 here, I suppose we would go back over here, and try to grab this, I mean, after we push, like, try to grab that knight somehow. Anyway, now I assume that that we have to push, right? And promote. Okay, nobody said anything, so I assume that's why nobody said anything. So yeah, all right, there we go. Let me check this out. Hello, Czech Republic. Nice to see you here, my buddy. How are you doing? A2 after knight c2. Let me see. So let's check this a little bit, because here, what happens if you go a2? They go knight c3. Then if you go here, oh, knight d1. Then you're getting fork next when you start moving, I assume. Like, everything runs into some kind of check, which is inconvenient and unfortunate. Oh no, like you go over here, then you get checked like this. Then if you go over there, you just get forked. There's the fork over here. Yeah, you get forked everywhere. So yeah, a2 runs into, I mean, promotion here with a2 runs into all sorts of forks. So here they took, which way? They took here. You were asking what would happen if here knight c2, right? Knight c2, a2. And then let's say, I don't know, they push over here. Then yeah, every move is pretty much fine. But what I said about bishop c4 going over here is also good. So let's say, I don't know, they push over there or something, then you go over here. And yeah, eventually the knight is going to move, or you're going to just capture it. So that would work. Here they took what? They took with the knight. So if they take with a king, I mean, I assume the same thing pretty much. Yeah, well, now they can't go over here because you just capture the knight. If they go back here, then you just promote first. So yeah. All right. I mean, if anyone has any questions that you want me to plug into the engine, then feel free to ask me after any puzzle. Otherwise, I'll just continue with the next one. Oh, yeah, this wasn't what you asked for. After bishop e2 and ic2. Wait. I did show it eventually, right? Like, I showed something that I wanted to... No, the first thing is something I wanted to take a look at. That's why... That's why I plugged something in that wasn't your request at first. That was because I wanted to take a look at that. But yeah, then I believe I did look at what you said, right? Never been better. That's awesome. Czech Republic. Bishop f7. Tricky Liam. Let's see. Bishop f7. So if they capture, they are going to run into some form of discovery, potentially with a double check. Like if we go over here, for instance, well, not over, yeah, I don't know. Here or something. Well, some form of discovery. So yeah, now the puzzles are getting pretty tough. 3142 was the previous one. Yes, I did. Oh, okay, good. So yeah, feel free to discuss, guys. What do you think is the best move here? Granted, there is not much else that's super forcing, apart from bishop takes pawn. I mean, that is super forcing and looks like somewhat promising in a way. So probably it's bishop f2, bishop f7. I mean, what Liam suggested. Hello, Kirk. Nice of you to tune back in. Thank you for tuning in. B4 after bishop f7. If black takes the bishop. If here and here, then I think b4. Before you mean here? Wait, if you guys agree on bishop f7, then I'll just play it. Yeah, everyone is agreeing on that, so let's go for it. Okay, so b4, you guys are saying. Before queen goes here, then what? Oh, then you have a fork like this. Oh no, wait, because well, yeah, you could go over here. They take your rook, and then you take over there. And if we do a piece count at that point, yeah, we are good. We're good. We have a queen for minor piece and rook. So yeah, that could be it. Yeah, very likely. If we go over here, probably they are going to go. Well, they can either go here or go like there, maybe. There, they don't fall victim to any discovery as such. But could like something like this, where we may come in with the queen, could be. Oh, no, because the king can go at the very least there. Nah, I don't know. Okay, so you guys feel free to let me know. Before says Liam. Hello, neo modernist. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Yeah, before I'm almost as puzzled as you are, or as puzzled as you are. Like before, the first thing I see is that if the queen were to move over there, then the discovery here just wins the queen. I mean, they take over there and we win material. However, if they go for something that looks a little bit safer, I don't know what the continuation would be there. I mean, we still have the discoveries, um, but yeah, everyone is saying before, so to remove the queen from the diagonal. Okay, so Czech Republic says is to remove the queen from this from wait, from which diagonal? From this diagonal? I mean, from this diagonal, I assume. Because I mean, from this one you can't remove it. It goes over here. But yeah, I'll go before because everyone is saying before. Then let's check with the computer afterwards, neo-modernist. After this, we're going to check with the computer. If you have any specific questions, just let me know so that I can plug them into the engine afterwards. But I mean, I'm as puzzled as you are about the B4 move. Hello, Mamdi Nizar. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Knight E5. Knight E5. Double check. Then to that, the king can, if the king goes over here, we have this. Potentially. Where the king will either, will either nothing. And they have useless interpositions, and then they have the king going over there to the corner. The king goes to a corner, we have something like this. Check. King has to go over there, or they have to give up the queen for the knight. And then after that, we have double check. Well, double check, and then we're just picking up this queen. So, yeah, I mean, this I can see more how it works. So now 95, everyone said, right? 95 now, yeah, 95. There we go. Okay, so now we go queen d5, right? Oh, welcome back, Test. So yeah, as I was saying before, Test, I don't know if you were here when I said it, but if you want to play a game or anything at some point, just let me know. Like, as always, like you just let me know if at any point you want to. Don't feel like you're like interrupting anything. Just whenever you want to do something, just tell me. Oh, queen d5. Okay, queen d5 check. Okay, so we just grab that, obviously. And that's the end of the puzzle. So now I'll plug this into the engine to see what was it about this B4 business. I mean, I can see now what happened if they went over here, because that was a continuation. If they go... okay. Okay. When Czech Republic said to move it away from the diagonal, didn't mean the diagonal. Meant the rank. This rank. The 5th rank. Like, after a queen moves from there, then you start having that, right? Like, let's say the queen goes over here, for instance. Yeah, 95 is mate e9. Like, king g8, I mean, obvious move, because it's the only legal move. So, yeah, it's the oh, well, they have this one, too, if they want to get mated in one. Like, if they go over here, that's also a legal move, they get mated there. So, they go over here, now queen d5 again. And after that, they can go over here, interpose the bishop. This again, double check, goes over here, double check again. This time with the queen. Then they go into a corner, and now the queen is not covering that, so we have the classic queen goes over there, rook takes, and smother mate. So that one, okay, so that is with that one. And where else could they go here? I believe I had mentioned something else. Yeah, I had mentioned this one, but yeah, this one fails for the reasons we already saw. So, well, I mean, this one doesn't fail as much as that one. Like that one was worse. Oh, there's also queen b5. Yeah, queen b5. Then same thing basically, or something else. Oh, actually, now it's different. Now it was knight a3 first, hitting the queen. And yeah, the best move is for them to give up the queen here. If they do not do that and they play anything else, then again, this is on once more, I suppose. So yeah, that was that. Neo-modernist, do you have any questions that I didn't answer there? Probably I did answer them because I mean I pretty much answered everything there was to answer, I believe. But yeah, if you want me to plug something else into the engine there, just let me know. Can you review my last game after some puzzles? Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing, Test. Hello, Vincent Earth. Nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you for tuning back in. Mother Maid, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, yeah. So that would have been a very nice ending. But yeah, obviously they went for the most testing continuation. I meant A2 to G8 diagonal. A2 to G. Ah, okay, okay. Queen B3. Queen D5. Queen B3. Okay, so we have Queen D5 or Queen B3. What's the difference? If we go Queen D5, they cannot interpose the pawn. I don't know if interposing the pawn would serve them in any way, but let's look at the Queen D5. If Queen D5, then let's say they go over here. If they go over there, then we don't have a follow-up. If we go over here, then after they go here, we have this, perhaps. Starting mate again. But if that's the case, maybe they go like over there. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, you guys let me know what you're onto. And yeah, after this puzzle, we review your game test. Queen D5, King H8, we don't have much. Yeah, but Queen B3, I'm also not seeing it anyway. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm failing to see whatever happens. I'm failing to see. So let's look at Queen B3 again. Queen B3 here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, this threatens mating one, but that's it. I mean, then they go over here. I don't know, continuation there. Queen E6. So Queen B3 goes over here, then Queen E6. But if that were the continuation, then wouldn't it be the same if we went Queen D5? Like, if we go Queen D5, it goes over here, Queen E6, also possible. And we'll transpose. Queen G4, says Liam. Wait, Queen G4 first move or Queen G4 after Queen B3? Oh, well, after Queen B3, impossible to teleport to G4. So you mean Queen G4 first move, Liam? So Queen G4, threatening mate E1. And yeah, and this mate E1 kind of, I mean, a little bit more forcing to stop because now they cannot bring any rook, so they have to like pretty much push the pawn, right? Or either that or they go like over here. If they go over here, we have Queen E6 indeed. But then they can go like there. What are you gonna do now? You might have Queen A2 actually. No, Queen C8. Queen G4 a bit slow, I think. I think Queen A2. Queen A2 first. Wait, how? When Queen A2? He said. Ah, not C8. Wait, but I didn't play Queen C8 there. I mean, play in that hypothetical line. I never went Queen C8, or did I? I never went Queen C8. I think. No, definitely didn't go Queen C8 because Queen C8, by the way, is just completely covered. But I mean, I went like over here. Ah, no. Maybe you were talking about like someone else's line. Oh, we're discussing a line. Okay, queen b3 is the guess of Czech Republic. So, care to explain the line there, Liam, with queen g4? Because yeah, I mean we're kind of stuck here looking for options. So if anyone has the full line, then awesome. Wait, just rook f7. You mean queen g4? Wait, when rook f7? You mean in queen g4? Then they go like. I mean, the line I was looking at was this, not this. But I mean, this of course is also possible. But if this and this, you were saying rook f7 at some point. Queen g4, rook f7, rook takes rook, king takes rook, queen f3, queen f3, and then we fork and we get this one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But what about if they push over there? Then you go over here. Oh, it goes over there. Goes over there. Wait, what if after you go over here, they just simply push this pawn? Queen b3, d5 is a refutation. Queen g4, g6, queen d7. Queen g4, here, queen d7. Okay, threatening. All right. That settles it. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now we wait. We take over here, and then we go here, forking. Okay, so that's it. So great solving there, Liam, and great job everyone discussing every line. Now let me take a look at the test game, and then we go back to the puzzles. So let me look at that. Well, let me look at that, and you guys can also look at that. Like, I mean, feel free to share your input with the game. So the more we are, the merrier. So Robert, the here. There we go. So let's see. Your last game. Man, you've been on a losing streak, bro. Like, I mean, no, I'm not trying to, like, you know, make you tilt or something, but I mean, wow. I mean, I feel the pain because I mean it has happened to me, and also they were like very long games. Well, very long games that you probably played in like 2 minutes, but I mean, yeah, it's annoying when that happens. So here. Yeah, looks like your opponent played magnificently, man, and you didn't play so bad yourself. I mean, according to a review, like the game reviews as your opponent played like a great opening, good middle game, and okay end game, and you played a great opening, a great middle game, and then a dubious end game. So, all right, let's take a look at that. So. Our hero here, Test, has the white pieces. E45, knight f3, knight c6. Okay, he goes for like the 4 knights, or invites the 4 knights. And they go for this instead. Goes over there, so sort of copycat style. Knight d4, e4, knight here. Yeah, these pieces are about to get forked. I mean, right now you're hitting this, so they are not getting forked. But I mean, if they move the bishop, then this is a thing. So be careful what you do with your pieces. And he goes there, so now you grab the bishop. Okay, you grabbed over here first. There. For some reason, this is advantageous for black. Is there a check or something? What was it? Queen e7. Queen e7. Hitting this and this. So yeah, there was something. Not a check, but fork. So queen e7 here gives advantage to black because they are hitting both things. You have to defend the knight. and then you lose your center pawn with check. So yeah. Still, I mean, it's advantageous, but not like winning or something. Okay, you went over here. Well, good. This takes. All right. Castles. So yeah, I mean, you've been playing great here so far. Okay, you trade into this endgame. The computer really likes your position here. I mean, you have an extra pawn in this endgame, and black is the one that has the worst pawn structure, with the double isolated pawns and the isolated pawn over here. So you're doing quite well here. You could have landed here with a rook on the 7th rank. Yeah, rook e7 was the top move. Okay, you trade. Not bad, considering you're in a really good situation here. Okay, this move it didn't like. Like, I mean, you're... Yeah, actually, the reason it doesn't like it, I'm not exactly sure. Didn't seem bad, because at first I was looking at this and I was thinking, well, maybe about this. But, I mean, then you just put the rook over there, and so what? So... Yeah, that's a little bit passive when you went here with a rook. Like, you don't want to have... this happens to me a lot also in endgames. But, I mean, I've learned the hard way. And I still make such mistakes anyway. But, I mean, in general, you don't want to put your rooks in very passive squares like this. Like, you don't want to have in the endgame your rook just defending a pawn. Like, here, I believe if you go, like, over there even, I mean, pretty good, I suppose. Yeah, rook g3 actually not even remotely... I mean, it is still okay, but I mean, the move here was simply d6. Continuing with your passed pawn, which I completely forgot about, that you had a passed pawn here about to promote. So d6, and then, yeah, they can try to grab all the pawns in the world, and good luck with that. I mean, they shouldn't do that. They should try to do something about this pawn the moment you play d6. So... Okay, so now d6 is on again. Like, absolutely right. Like, it's not even the top entry move, but I mean, it has to win, right? Yeah, it's still winning it. So, and you went over here. Yeah, your rook is going from passive to passive square. Like, I mean, you have to play active moves. Like, for instance, the second best move here, or one of the best moves, I should say. I mean, about as good as the first one that it gives you. The engine is the rook e1 when grabbing the open file. I mean, and you could have just pushed also. I mean, this rook is like very far from doing something about the pawn. So rook e1 really good. Also recommends f5 check, but I mean f5 check, I don't know, like exactly what we would be going for there. But I mean, it is a move, I guess. But rook e1 sounds much more likely to be played, and yeah. If not, like d6, just simply pushing, also seems fine. You went over here, so yeah, very passive. And now you pushed this pawn. And now this one is falling with check. They didn't take with check, but that was also fine what they did. You went over here with a discovery, but the discovery doesn't work, they just move away. You went over there. Here, apparently, if they check you, you're in really big trouble. Why is that? Rook here. Let's say you go, I don't know, king f3. Then, oh, rook d2, hitting that. And you have no way of defending it. So yeah, I mean, the problem here has been that, basically, that you have been playing very passively. Now you're playing more actively. And now you're doing okay, but I mean at this point it is a draw basically. Now rook e6 was the only move, so I mean yeah, your problem was before, not right now. So yeah, now they take on c4, which they did, and yeah, this is tough because they have 3 passed pawns. Like, rook and king stopping 3 passed pawns is going to be, and two of them connected even. That's going to be a very tall order, man. So that's why you ended up losing here. And yeah, here you just blundered the rook, but I mean, apart from that, I mean, you there was no way here. You were completely losing. I gave you a check for some reason first, and they went over here, and here you resigned. Yeah, I mean, the problem with this game, you played very well throughout, but here you started getting like way too passive. And also another problem was the time management, in my opinion, which again, I told you before. You're playing 15 plus 10, you can't just play the moves in like a second, you know? You ended up the game with like 13 minutes on the clock, and you were winning for a good amount of time. You did well in going into that endgame, like that endgame was good for you. So you did well in landing yourself in this position. But here, well, first of all, one thing, like easy move here, rook e7. That was like the easiest move you had that you didn't play. Like, when you can land a rook on the 7th rank in the endgame, that tends to be a good idea. I mean, if there are no repercussions to doing so. Because that's where, like, the pawns tend to be, because they start there. And also, that tends to restrict, like, the activity of the enemy king. It's super good if you can land a rook there. It poses the enemy problems. Instead, you pushed over here. I mean, not a bad move because you're so winning here, but I mean, this is much more practical and will serve you in a lot more positions than just this one. Here, I mean, it was okay to trade the rooks, of course. There, you started doing some weird stuff, like you put the rook behind this pawn. I mean, I assume that you wanted to start like pushing all the pawns. Yeah, you pushed here like f4 or something. One thing you have to keep in mind is your opponent's the rook, the activity of your opponent's pieces too. Like, I mean, in the endgame also, you don't have to just try to make your rook active, but be careful about what your opponent can do. As always in the game, like middle game, end game, whatever, opening, you have to check what your opponent is trying to do and what they can do. And here, I mean, this rook, you just let it do whatever. Like over here, you're still pretty much fine, but you did allow, by pushing this pawn, you lost control of this square, allowing the rook to land itself a little bit on your turf, which before it couldn't. Like when he went over here, he went into passive mode immediately by going there. Here, perhaps something like going over here with a king, then pushing this pawn, then moving over there. No, wait. If you go over here and you push the pawn, then they land over here. Yeah, once you move the rook to this side, I also find it difficult, honestly, to find the right plan here. It says a5. It's no, a5 is this. It says a5. Yeah, stopping this pawn. Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's a useful move, definitely. It also says b4, which looks bananas, but I mean, this pawn is not much of a problem as long as you have this rook. I assume what it wants is for you to start pushing your pawns here. But yeah, b4. If you play b4 and you, I mean, I don't know what I would make of this move. Like if I see. If I had seen you or your opponent go b4, I don't know what I would think about it. Like I would start having suspicions. So that move kind of weird. Oh, king g2 is actually a move here. It is the third move by the engine. By the way, I'm not checking the chat for a second. I'm trying to like figure this out, and then I will check the chat. But I mean, do post, especially Test. I mean, do post your comments about this, and everyone else also. If it's a move in particular, try to like mention the move that was played at that time so that I can like find it afterwards. Yeah, king g2 was indeed a move, but I mean, at first I thought about it with the idea of like going something like this. Yeah, okay, that's what yeah. First I had thought about going like here, and then when I started mentioning the move, I mentioned f3 first, and I was like, oh, my rook is here, but yeah, I mean, my idea initially was to go here. In my mind. So like this, and this could be a thing, perhaps. But I mean, as soon as you go here, then they can already go there, hitting that. And then again, like passive defense is no good. So going over here, not sure if it's like, I don't know. Well, it's not that passive in this case because you're supporting the push of the pawns. But yeah, I mean, a5 was obviously a move that would better your position because, well, not so obviously because I mean, what happens after a5 and then they land over here hitting both pawns, threatening this one with check. King g2 and you just let this one go. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like, yeah, this is a this is a mistake because you have d6. I mean, you always at any point you have this. So if this rook gets to like too greedy over here, then you have this pawn that can't be stopped by this king because there are these pawns preventing the king from going all the way there, and your pawn covering that. So the king would have to reroute itself like over here, and it never gets to this pawn. Therefore, they have to stop it with a rook. So you always have this. It's not an easy endgame. I mean, not an easy endgame for like beginner intermediate level. Like I mean, for guys like us, it's not an easy endgame. I don't know if like a higher rated player finds this, then they might think it's much easier to find like the winning moves here. But what I like without looking at the computer's moves, what I was thinking about, and then I confirmed that it was a computer move, was King G2. Oh no, it was actually King G3. Never mind, it wasn't King G2. King G2, let's see, probably drops a lot of advantage. Wait a second. But I was thinking about King G2 and then Rook F1 or something like that. Oh no, King G2 is okay. Yeah, King G2 is a good move. So King G2, and then I was intending to go like over here or something. But the point is, after this and this, I don't know, like. But I mean, yeah, again, after this and this, now I know that, yeah, of course, you're just pushing the pawn. But I mean, if you didn't have this pawn, then it would be much harder to play this. I mean, the point was basically that you have this pawn that can run at any moment. That was the point behind allowing this rook. So yeah, at this point, I think it was kind of a little bit tough. Therefore, here probably you shouldn't have traded the rooks. Like in general, when you have the rooks staring at each other, like this, and you have another piece, another heavy piece supporting your rook, then you don't want to be the guy taking and relinquishing the open file, allowing your opponent to go there. Like at first, I thought here it was okay because I mean you're already completely winning. But no, I mean in general, don't do that. And now that they realize how like the nuances of realizing what the win was after this, I would say yeah, here do not trade. Like that was a practical mistake. Like I mean, if you want to be practical, if you want to keep things simple, you keep this as it is. You keep your rook defending there, and if they trade, which they might, because I mean beginners tend to release the tension at every point, just like you did here. So if you just leave this tension, then they are very likely to take, especially since they are in such a bad position. They might panic and just trade and then hope for the best or something. So yeah, here you shouldn't have traded, and then if you don't trade, you can do whatever and you're winning. Like basically you can just start, I don't know, you can stop that pawn like we saw before, and in this case there's no rook landing anywhere near your pawns, so no rook landing over here. You're completely fine. So here I would say yeah, don't trade. After this, after you made the trade, I would say that yeah, at that point playing this endgame was really difficult for our level. So so yeah, don't trade the rooks here in such a situation. Then another one that I saw here was, I mean, and this was good when you grab the open file. This was really good. And oh yeah, and here, like I already told you, here land on the 7th rank, then you can double up, something like that. I mean, you have much the better of it, and that would have been an easy endgame. If you go over here, that is an easy endgame to play. So the problem, in my opinion, was you getting into this endgame, making the endgame tougher than it needed to be. Because just because you're up a pawn doesn't mean that you can do whatever. I mean, you're not just up a pawn. You have this passed pawn asset, and your opponent has a damaged pawn structure. So I mean, that's why you're completely winning, not because you're just up a pawn. Because just up a pawn in a rook endgame is very little. But But yeah, the thing is, once you got into this position, that was really really tough to convert, in my opinion. That was the problem. That was the problem. I mean, really tough to convert if you don't really realize the specifics of this position where you have the pawn. It's not really tough to convert because you have this fast pawn. But I mean, like you had to realize about the pass pawn. That was the only way. Whereas in this position, if you just keep this tension, and much better in this position here, if you just go over there and then you can double up or whatever, like you can do whatever and you're winning. Like the position just plays itself if you do that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. My apologies, I took so long, like, you know, saying nonsense and repeating myself in the end. But yeah, that it was a great game to analyze. By the way, Test. Like this is a kind of analysis that I learned from like doing. Even though I was aided by the engine, like I mean, throughout, I was trying to look at the moves without looking at the engine, but then I was checking with the engine at the same time, and I had the evaluation. So, but yeah, it's a very very instructive game. Test try bullets as well. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Test. I mean, you have to take your time. You have to take your time. Like, you can't play a 15-minute game and end up with 2 digits in minutes. Like, I mean, just make it a goal to next time you sit to play a 15 plus 10 game. Like, spend your time. Take your time. Just out of the open, straight in the opening. Just, straight up in the opening. Just start thinking, and then throughout the game. Because the opening was also a little bit weird, to be honest. I mean, you did well, but also I don't know about you, but I mean, personally, I really do not like to play this very symmetrical stuff. Like, maybe you like it, but I mean, I honestly hate the symmetrical stuff to play. Like, that's why I picked up the Sicilian, like a while ago. But I mean, you play the Sicilian, you play the asymmetrical positions. If this is like, I don't know, like, I mean, when I look at this, I'm like, yeah, what am I going to do to get the game in my favor? And if I manage to do so, like, I mean, am I going to manage to do so before my opponent does? Like, I don't know, it's those positions like get on my nerves when I see that everything is like the same for both. Let me see what else was said. The man he playing against is Egyptian too. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Mustafa. Or Mustafa, I don't know how you pronounce that. Yesterday I have played one of the prettiest games I ever played. I have defeated Talbot with his own style. That's really cool, Czech Republic. Are you reviewing games? I was reviewing this game by test, but if you want to send me a game for review, yeah, I can do that, yeah. I mean, if you want to like showcase your game. By the way, thank you, Declef, for tuning back in, my friend. Nice to have you here. So I want my pieces the closest to the enemy's king. Well, no, not quite. That's not the idea by the. Ah, wait, you're just telling me what you are trying to do, or do you mean what I was saying? Like what I was saying with wait, what was it? Like, if you mean by the rook e7 here, I don't mean because it's close to the enemy king. It's just this concept of going to the 7th rank. Like the 7th rank if you're white, and that would be the 2nd rank if you're black. So if you can land a rook there in an endgame, that's really, really powerful. And if you can land 2 rooks there, even more powerful, or rook and queen or something along those lines. But it doesn't mean just because you're close to the king. I mean, that's not. But maybe that's not what you meant. Maybe you meant like that's what you are trying to do or something. A5, rook e2, b4, cb4, rook b1. Maybe an idea. d6 clutch. Yeah, that d6 push was a very, very good asset there. a5, rook b1, b4 is a typical plan here. Let me see. Was it like around here? A5. If you meant like here, maybe you meant before. But yeah, I mean the point like here is about like this pawn that you don't get there before they get here. But still, like I mean, in this case it didn't matter because you're just going there. But yeah, I mean, if at any point you could get, which I assume you could before from what Czech Republic says. Yeah, I mean, here stopping the pawn and putting your rook behind the passed pawn. Then I mean, behind your pawns in general. That's I mean, behind the pawn that you're intending to push. That's that is indeed a plan. Keep the tension f4, king f2, and trade on your own terms. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keeping the tension much better than trading the rooks there. I think the match I played before this one I lost because of the time. Okay, that's the reason you played so fast this one. But you have to find a balance there, Test. Like if you lost because of time, try to play spending the time. But when you notice that you're down to like 2 minutes or something like that, then start playing faster. At that point, like when it's necessary, start playing faster. But don't start playing faster like very early. And also, like try as you get better at the game, you're going to be able to identify moments where you can play faster. And also, if you get much better at the game, you might be able to identify which moments are the crucial ones where you actually have to spend your time. Like that's what the guys like Kasparov would do. Like they would notice when was the critical moment, or have a very good intuition about what was the critical moment to spend your time actually. But I mean, at the most basic level, at the very least, one thing I can guarantee that it's not that hard is to identify moments where you can play a safe move and just go on with the game. Like when you're like, oh, okay, it's the opening and I have this move completely safe. I play that. There's not much else, and I can just go on and save some time. Sometimes you can do that. Can I send a game? Yeah, sure. The Cliff. Feel free to send one. 15 plus 10 and lose on time. No, it can happen, Mahmood. It can happen on any time control that you can lose on time. Like people have been on time pressure in a classical game. Like I think Dingley Ren wasn't he when he was playing against Gukesh? I believe he was in time trouble, wasn't he? When he met like the final blunder there, wasn't he on time trouble? Like I mean, it happens. And also Magnus, when he was playing against Gukesh, I believe he was down to like I don't know, very little time. I mean, in general, the point about being in time trouble is not that you're playing a fast time control. The point about being in time trouble is that you mismanaged your time and you landed yourself in a position where you need to play very fast. Well, sometimes you don't even mismanage your time. Sometimes you're doing well and you just have to play fast in the end. But the thing is, like, it means that you made like an allocation of time. You said, well, this is a classical game, so I can spend a very long time. And then you found yourself without any time on the clock. Like that can happen on Rapid, on Classical, Blitz, whatever. It's not about the time that you started with. It's about how much you decide to spend on every move. So yeah, time trouble can happen on anything except like I don't know, daily. Well, I guess you could run into time trouble in daily, like you spend like 23 hours doing nothing, and then it's it's the last moment, and you're like, oh, I didn't think about this position. I don't know, but yeah, in general, like in Classical even you can run into time trouble, and you can see that in games played at the professional level. I want to show you my game. Yeah, sure. Republic, you can send to. How can I send you the game? Well, you can let me know your which account you guys have, or you can send it on the Discord. If you let me know, like if it's your last name, or I mean, if it's a game that is easily identifiable on your profile on chess.com or Lichess, just send me, well, or endgame.ai or whatever. Just let me know your username and I can look it up. And otherwise, join the Discord, send it on the Discord, and let me know. Hello, Hassan. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. But you want to see some good sacrifice, you can see this game. Okay, great. Wait, I assume you tried to send a link there or something. Like you can share it with me on the Discord, or you can let me know your username and how to find the game. Or just play Bullet to blow your mind. No, don't play Bullet. Definitely test. No. I mean, if test one test is a man that wants to improve his chess, I believe, and well, obviously, yeah. If that's the case, then yeah, no, Bullet will not do any good for him. He should keep playing Rapid, but he should play Rapid, spending the time. Like don't start not spending the time because one time you lost on time. I mean, that's not the philosophy. Just try not to lose on time the next time, but still like I said time 1,000 times. Anyway, you need to manage the clock properly on the following game, but still take the time. You know, take your time still. Spend the time on critical moments. Yeah, that too. But I mean, it's harder to identify critical moments. Like the lower the level, the harder that is. But I think he can spend the time like basically on any move, and then once he's down on the clock, then he can think about playing fast. But I mean, he shouldn't be playing fast like at all times. Like here, he reached an endgame where he was completely winning, and he should have realized that he was better. I think there he realized that he was better, and he still had like 13 minutes on the clock. So he was already the endgame. Like there, even if you spend like 1,000 hours per move, you're still completely fine. You're not going to be in time trouble. It's already an endgame. I set a game on the Discord, missed a few tactics, but then I'm fine. Oh, okay, I'll check that out. Before right away in this position. Thank you for the review. Oh, you're most welcome, Test, and let me know if you want another one or anything else. Many GMs flag playing classical games, especially Sindarov. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, definitely has happened many times. It's just about the allocation of the time. My username is Scary Kasparov. Oh, nice username. Please review it. Yep. Okay, so I'll first make a note of your username here. Then I will check. I believe it was Izat that said he sent me on the Discord, and then I will. Oh, Tete Radical sent one of his games here too. Yeah, but Tete Radical, don't send it as a GIF. Can you send it as a like D-Cliff did? Like send me the link to the game. Because if you don't send me the link to the game and you just send me like the what was this? Why did this open here? Okay. If you just send me the GIF, I can't show it on stream. Unless you just want people to watch it on the Discord or something. But I mean, if you want me to show it here, then send it like D-Cliff did with the link. And as for Czech Republic, yeah, we'll check yours after I look at this. So let's take a look at this game by D-Cliff. Now here I am watching without any engine, so I'll be surprised. Let's see. So he played this move against the Sicilian. This is, I believe, one of Gotham Chess's recommendations. I mean, not that he invented the line or anything, but it is one of his recommendations. Okay, a lot of pressure on that pawn. Grabs the pawn, here. So you're still... No, you're not down a pawn anymore. Wait, when did you get all the material back? Oh, you weren't down a pawn at the beginning. Yeah. At the beginning it was just a trade, never mind. Because they didn't accept the sacrifice. Although I'm pretty sure accepting wasn't actually really that good either. I mean, I think you have to accept it, but I mean, then you have to give the pawn back. I don't remember really. But, wait. when this happened, can't they? Ah, the knight is the only. No, there's also this defender over here. Can they play like knight c3 here? Okay, later I will check because now I'm looking without the engine. Let's see. Oh, they play knight c3, but they played it later. But I mean, at this point, the knight c3 not that good because at this point, this pawn is no longer defended after that. But before, that wasn't the case. So yeah, you grab over there. Your pawn is still defended. You create luft for the king. They check you anyway because it's a check. Then they go after this other pawn, I assume. They pin your knight. So probably should defend the knight like from the side or something. So oh no, if you defend the knight from the side, then they get you get forked like this. So yeah, pretty tough position they landed themselves in. Can they actually do something here? Yeah, they can like overprotect the knight like so, and then they can move this rook if it gets hit. Or they can do that. No, they can't do that. Yeah, and if they had overprotected the knight, then the same thing happens. So yeah, here they were probably already cooked. No, wait, it's okay. They can go over here. They can go over here. They should be fine, right? Yeah, that's what they did. Okay, this happened. Oh, now they are even up a pawn. Oh wait, that's not them. That's you. Ah, never mind. Okay, I'm glad to know you're not the one that's playing that line. But still, like, but I mean, it's still a line. It's still a line. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I all this time I was thinking that I was that you were white. So this is the right way to look at this game. Let me go back. Okay, so they play that. You went over here. Yeah, I believe like I don't remember honestly, but I believe like taking over here is probably the way. But and then I mean you don't like try to hang on to the pawn, but taking over there is like pretty good. Still, what you did, I don't see anything wrong with it. And you also did give back the pawn eventually. Well, I mean, more like they recaptured it. So yeah, like right around, was it like? Like right around here, I thought this move was okay, because I mean here you still have this, so this hitting that and this should be fine. But I don't know. I have to check later. So here, there. So yeah, here you're up a pawn, so should be probably winning, because all other things considered, you're up a pawn. Wow, nice walk there with the king in order to grab the pawn. Your opponent was sorry, no. What was your opponent doing? Like, just well, they don't have anything else to move basically. But yeah, they were jumping around like mindlessly with the pawn, with the knight. Yeah, now they're completely lost, obviously, and I don't know what they are playing on for here. I mean, come on, the they are playing at 2100. Like, come on, in this position, not resigning seriously. Okay, so. Yeah, okay, well, they had a time lead, but I mean, even with a, I mean, come on, with 1 minute on the clock, like, I mean, no way they weren't losing that. But yeah, great stuff there, great stuff. So let me see with the analysis, like, with the game review and the engine. Like, was I somewhat correct in my assessment there? I didn't make many assessments though throughout. So yeah, here the move is actually taking I did remember that part correctly, but still this is okay, and you probably confused your opponent after doing that. Like your opponent probably confused you, and then you confused your opponent. Yeah, this move I didn't quite understand, to be honest. But okay, now here what do they have to do? Queen c7. Yeah, they had to decline and defend their pawn. Oh wait, that's not. Oh, again, I'm looking from the white perspective. So yeah, this move by your opponent I didn't understand. But yeah, apparently here you just had to hang on to the pawn like this. Still, you have a huge advantage here though. Okay, taking with the bishop with a tempo on the knight was better than taking with the knight. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I can somewhat understand that because the bishop here is not doing particularly much. Doesn't have much prospect. Now they went over here. This is a miss because they should go. Oh, they could go bishop e6. That was the thing. Yeah, they can go bishop e6 and recover. I mean, not recover, gain some material because if you take over here, then this happens with a fork. Okay, that's harder to see. I mean, it's not like a particularly tough tactic, but I mean, to spot that in a real game is a different thing from just seeing it when you're. So here, they had to play like knight f3. Yeah, they keep having loose pieces everywhere. Like they keep having loose pieces drop off, and everything is loose. Absolutely every single piece that white has is loose. So practically speaking, yeah, they don't have a good position. Wait, when was it that I thought that you could go? Yeah, here I thought you could go knight c3. So yeah, knight c3 is one of the top moves, but I think what you played is also like sort of. Yeah, I mean, what you played is about as good. But yeah, knight c3 was one of the best moves here. You did play knight c3 afterwards though, and here it was the top move as well. It was bishop e7, top move. I mean, bishop e7 defends your pawn, and you still keep this one under attack. But I mean, I mean, what happens after they try to defend like this? Like you go here, then let's say they go over there trying to defend their pawn. They go f6. Oh no, they go wherever. I don't know, like where? No, not here because they get forked here. Then e5 anyway. Then let's say you go, I don't know, over there. Knight a4, hitting this rook. And hitting this at the same time. Okay. Yeah, endgames tend to be very instructive. Or perhaps because I'm really bad at them, but I mean they tend to be really instructive. I would say that for most amateurs they will be really instructive because I mean most amateurs aren't particularly don't particularly excel in the endgame. So yeah, rook c4 here was apparently pretty good, like attacking this and defending your pawn with a tempo. Yeah, when you attack this way, then they could just regain the pawn and also well, but you were going to grab that. But if you went over here, you would still be going to grab that afterwards after hitting this. So yeah, rook c4 was a better way to go about it. Oh, and this was a blunder. And you punished it correctly. Going over here. Rook takes. There you play the right defense, the only one. I mean, yeah, there was only this way around it. Oh, and here there was some crazy stuff with Rook H1. Rook H1 here. Now you can potentially give some form of check where you're. Well, if you check over here, you win an exchange at the very least. If you check like so. Yeah, 94 is the move actually. 94. And now if they take over here, then you can take this one. And if not, then you're going to take this way, so they probably should take there. Now you take over there, and yeah, you're, apart from being up a pawn, you're also up an exchange. And even with a tempo on the knight, yeah, pretty strong. So here, white actually can survive. I mean, I'm not surprised because yeah, up a pawn in a lot of endgames is survivable. In a lot of endgames. I mean, being down a pawn. E5 here. E5 here wins. I mean, it is sufficiently supported. But yeah. Going for the passer immediately was the way apparently. And here you play d5. Knight f4 only move. This also only move. Here inaccurate but completely winning. I don't know why it says inaccurate, like I mean it's... Wait, why did it say inaccurate? Did you have like a free piece there in the middle or something? No, you didn't. Okay. Just in case, because I mean, I don't know, when it says inaccurate here and it still says you're winning, I was wondering if there was a... And yeah, here it's just completely over. So yeah, great stuff there. And my apologies if anyone was thought that they took very long with that one. I was just checking everything. So yeah, that was pretty cool, Decliff. So thank you for sending that. Can we play a match? Says Test. Yeah, absolutely, Test. We can play one. So yeah, I'll continue with the analysis after I play a match with Test. I'll check back the other games that you guys sent me. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Yeah, exactly, Liam. They can use the fan as well. Yeah, but the point is, if you share the fan, like that's a position, that's a specific position, but it's not like the... you mean the puzzle you sent me? Yeah, I understand what the fan is. I thought you were like telling someone else what the fan was. What is that? Said Mahmoud. Okay, yeah, it was someone else. Yeah, but because I do know what the fan is. So, all right, I'll check all of that, guys, after I play with Test. Are you still here, Test? Can my brother 1v1 you? Well, playing against people I do have reserved for members for the time being, Daniel. Games for review, I can review games with you guys. I mean, like subscribers, we can review games. Members, I mean, I do have to give the members some form of, benefit for their support. So right now, playing games with them is like mainly the one. I mean, there are like other options as well, other things as well, but I mean, and also they get exclusive access to some other videos. But so far, I've posted one video for members. We'll post more in the future. But yeah, anyway, like to play with I play with members. So Test, by the way, speaking of which, Test, are you still there? Like, I know I took a very, very long time analyzing that, so probably maybe you're not around anymore, or you're playing a game or something. Meanwhile, I will check another of these games, but feel free to let me know in the chat, Test, if you're still around and want to play. Like, absolutely we play. Let me see. So someone else said they sent a game. Well, where did they send the game? Let me see. My game link, said Hassan. Yeah, you can't send links in the chat, Hassan. If you can you join the Discord and send it there? It's not that I'm trying to trick people into joining the Discord or something, like, I mean, but it is the way that I have of receiving games, because I do have disabled with the auto moderation, the sending of links in the chat, just in case, you know. Like so far, we haven't had like in general the people here are really cool, but I mean I don't know who can, you know, come here and try to post some malicious link in the chat. So just in case, I do have the moderation for that on automatic. But yeah, if you can send me and oh yeah, and Czech Republic, I had yours to watch. What is the Discord name? The Discord name is let me check. Let me check. I think yeah, okay. It's this one. There's the Discord name. And also, you should be able to join with this. If you guys are not able to join with whoops. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. So if you are not able to join with that Discord link there, then let me know, because that means I have to update the link. And that link should be one of those that works forever, so you should be able to join with that link. Otherwise, just look up Chess Battle Royale, and he could have stalemated if he promoted, though. I think he just wanted to give it a try. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe he was trying for that. But I mean, at 2100, I find it like really strange that people play like that, those kinds of positions, until the very end. Like, I mean, I think the dude should have just resigned. Probably was like a little bit salty or something. Thanks for checking the game. Wasn't anything special, just my latest rapid. Yeah, it was a cool game. Very cool game, D-Cliff. And I mean, those games are instructive. Those games that reach an end game, where the end game actually gets played out, they are very instructive. Because again, like, I mean, that's where we miss the most opportunities, I feel like in the end game, and where the opportunities are much more interesting. Because like when you find like a missed win in like the middle game, it's just some tactic. Like, I mean, yeah, you can find those in a lot of puzzles, but when something is missed in the, I mean, when there's an end game that gets played, there are lots of subtleties there that are very interesting to analyze. So that was cool. I should have said a more interesting Blitz one instead. No. That was a good game. I mean, if you want to share another one, you feel free to. But I mean, that was a cool game. Link seems broken. Oh, he seems current. Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. So yeah, join with Liam's link, guys. Later, I will try to create a new one for the automatic like the command there. And yeah. So Test, you're around? I suppose Test probably is playing another game or something. And by the way, Hassad, also, can you share your game on the thing? I mean, everyone who wants to share their game, please feel free to share your game on the Discord so I can analyze it. And Tether Radical, you sent one, but it was oh no, wait, that one was yesterday. Never mind. The Tether Radical's game was from yesterday. It wasn't to analyze on stream. It was just he was sharing. That's what he shared. I give. Well, if you're on to send another while other are trying to send as well, I think. Oh no, I mean, I didn't mean that I would like look at it right now, but I mean, after I check some of the others, I can check it, of course. Who is Black? Black was D-Cliff. D-Cliff 1 was Black. By the way, thank you, Noloes, for tuning back in. 감사합니다. Yeah, that's the way to say it, right? 감사합니다. Yeah. Review my game, Francisco. The Discord link is not working. Yeah, I'll check your profile. Liam sent another Discord link, by the way, which supposedly should work. Let me... So which one do you want me to review, Scary Kasparov? The game against Talbot here, where you played. Whoa, you have. Oh, okay. The other one is is against another bot. So this one, wow, you played 93% accuracy, 27 moves. Let's see. How was this game? So you absolutely crushed the Talbot. Let us take a look at that. So our hero, Czech Republic, is playing with the white pieces. Tal is playing the Sicilian. He probably did this. Talbot, I think he did this. He did probably. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I would have to have seen it live in order to know. Now, knight f3, e6. Okay, so you go for this closed thing. Man, closed Sicilian. But I... Whoa! Brilliant sack. Look at that. And yeah, it is a crazy sack. Man, this is truly a sack like Tal style. Because I mean, it's... You do have this pawn aiding you in attacking here, though. This pawn is aiding you, but still, like... I don't know exactly how you managed to like sufficiently exploit this. Okay, so here it wants you to trade the knights first, to trade over there, and then go knight g4. Yeah, because if you go over here, you allow this knight to land on f5, hitting your queen, and also getting to the defense in time. So yeah, this knight was going to reroute itself here and land on the defense. So you should trade it off. That's interesting. Instead, Tal went crazy. He went over here. Now here you're just... Yeah, okay. They defend from the mate by going over there. And now another brilliant. Woo. So here, if they just well, if they try to trade the bishop, then what? Like, let's say they go like over here. You take over there. Oh, okay. And then you're going to go like over here. And then if you take with a pawn, you have the lolly there. I suppose that's what would happen. Like, let's say, I don't know, here it says takes over here, knight f6, it's mate in 5 already. So yeah, if you take over here, I mean, good luck. And if not, then they're getting mated, so yeah. Okay. So you went over there, they went here, trying to stop the mate here, I mean, here. And then you played this move, which is a brilliant. So the fastest way to mate, bishop e4. That is a wild move. So obviously they have to take, otherwise you're again mating. So they have to take with the bishop. And now you sacrifice the rook. The rook! Like Gotham Chess would say. So you sacrifice this one, and now you can checkmate calmly if they don't do anything else. And now you're again about to go over here with the lolly, or if they don't take this rook, then you're going to bring this rook and mate over there potentially as well. So yeah, here, there, and yeah, they sack the queen, but you take and you still have the lolly. They check you a couple of times, but yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Brilliant, Czech Republic. Yeah. Amazing. Those were some really cool moves there, with a bishop sacrifice here, and then the sacrifice later with interference. That was really cool. I mean, spotting that this is going to work like this. This is a skill I want to have. Yeah, that was really nice. Really nice, man. Excellent game. I gotta go. Good night for y'all. Oh, okay. I've sent you a game. Sec. Maybe I can send low quality chess and you do an overview. Yeah, sure, Paul. I mean, it's not about like the quality of the games. I mean, some people want to showcase their great games, such as Decliff, and well, Decliff was just showing me a sample of one of his games. I mean, which was a good game. I mean, an instructive game. But Czech Republic was just trying to showcase like his great play there. But I mean, that's not the only thing we do. Like, I mean, we do like, well, when I'm analyzing games, I'm analyzing like for whatever reason you guys want me to analyze. Like, if you want me to give you my input as to what I think about the game, then I give you my input. If you want me to, help pinpoint the mistakes, whether it's by myself or with the help of the engine, you can also provide them for that. And so like for whatever reason you want me to look at your game, like feel free to send it. So yeah, unfortunately the test had to go. Like next time, well, now he can't hear me because he left. But yeah, I mean, I hope well, one of these days I'll be able to like play with him and also analyze. Yeah, I think he also sent a game. Check what through the Discord link was in the web. It had to be put on a special part for links in the Discord app. Oh, okay, Paul. Interception. Yeah, I think it's called interference. How I know it, but yeah, interception could be also. I mean, I think I know it by the name of interference, unless interference was something else, but I do believe it's that. It's a typical plan in the King's Indian. Oh, okay. So you were playing like a King's Indian attack kind of thing. Yeah, you were playing like the. I mean, I thought it. Well, I mean, the King's Indian against the Sicilian is sort of like a. It's like a close Sicilian, right? Like, I mean, the setup looks exactly like a close Sicilian, but well, and it is a close Sicilian, but yeah, it's a King's Indian attack setup. No, unfortunately, in the line you've given, there is rook g7. Ah, the line e7k for your puzzle. You're on the right line, though. It's just queen h8 is wrong. King g7, then bishop b5, or king f7, knight h8. So wait, did anyone send me another game? Now I feel like many people are wanting to send games in the but still not being able to join the Discord. That is unfortunate. But yeah, feel free to let me know, guys, or you can look it up on, like, if you look on the Discord for Chess Battle Royale, you should be able to find it. Like look for this Like if link doesn't work, just look directly for the community on Discord. Meanwhile, let's do some more puzzles. Let's see. There we go, 61. Man. There is potentially a pawn here that can be taken, and then you start like capturing everything on that line, provided you can. But I don't know if you can, like, if they like remove this over here or something along those lines. Like if they take over here and you take, this can land with check, you go over here. Is there anything they do after that? Because I mean, if they push the pawn, you just go over here. And I think you're fine. If they whoop, My computer a little bit slow. So takes goes over here. Up. Yeah, computer slow. Ah, yeah. Difficult to draw arrows. Here, here. If they try something like this, then well, that just be a take. So that just blunders a pawn. And so I think you could just take here, right? Where is it? I mean, probably I'm missing something that they're going to do. But I mean, taking over here and starting to grab all the pawn chain there seems really good, to be honest. I don't, Bishop d4. Oh, okay. So let's go for it. Bishop d4. Okay, they hit that. Um, maybe going. Wait. At this point, yeah, just going back like this or something else. Wait, if you go over here, gotta be careful about something like takes over there, takes, and goes like over here. Oh, one. Let's see. There. Here. Wow. Yeah, my computer is super slow now. I can't draw arrows. There. So they're pinning the bishop. But if that happened, I guess could go no. Yeah, because against the bishop, and if you go like over here, then there is bishop takes over there. Not sure where that would land us. Anyway, I'll check the chat because probably DM already answered this or someone. Um, Careful, bishop d5. Yeah, exactly. Bishop d5 was what I was worried about. So tough moment. I think rook takes rook first. Rook takes rook. They check us, taking the bishop. And when that happens, we grab the pawn over there. No, doesn't land us in any good place. Like if you were, I thought about rook takes rook, but if you rook takes rook, then they go over here check. I mean, we like take over here for instance. They take over there. Then we move like oh no, over no we can't go over there because there's a rook. We go like oh no over here so because we have to defend this as well. Here we're hitting that. But they can like try to well they can try to yeah they defended by also hitting the well this defended. So maybe they go over here, we go over there. We're about to win this one. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Oh, time to take the bishop. Oh, you mean yeah, no, but wait, but I mean if you take over there and they go over here and you attack the rook, you mean like going over there? Then in that case they check you over here and they still take you there. Take there. Oh, but that rook is kind of trapped afterwards. They take there, then you take here, and then rook is kind of trapped. No, because you can capture here. So yeah, I mean, if I think if you take over here, they definitely land over there. And if you try to like hit both rooks at the same time, then they check you over here, and then they pick this one up, and then they are about to grab this one. So I don't think that works. I think if you take over here after this, you probably have to take this one, and then like go over here, defend this, attack that, try to attack all of this, and use the extra pawn. I guess it's probably like that, but I don't know. Rook takes rook, rook takes bishop, king d7. Yeah, bishop g8. Bishop g8 here. Yeah, bishop g8 makes sense. Makes a lot more sense than my bishop d7 initial thought, but that I thought was dubious. That's why I said all what that I said. But bishop g8 doesn't run into all those problems. So bishop g8 might definitely be the move. Might definitely. Look at that. Bishop back to the starting square on g8 says, yeah, Liam as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go bishop g8. Let's go bishop g8. Okay, so you guys were right. Now we do take this rook, right? I mean, otherwise we're just down a rook, so gotta take here. So yeah, I'll just recapture. There. Okay, that's the end of it. So great stuff, you guys. Good solving. I believe the first one to say bishop g8 was Declef. So yeah, great job there, Declef, and everyone else who found it. Have something to eat. Be right back. Okay, back. Um, rook takes rook. Knight takes rook. Rook g1. Yeah, we go over here, in this. Then what happens if they like defend that? Like they go, I don't know, over here or something. Ah, you still have the bishop, like bishop over there. Okay, yeah, I'm convinced. You guys are right, I think. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we just take here. They take. We take. Wait, the interposed bishop. Take over there, take over there. Wait a second. Oh, no, wait. Now that they put the. Now they have the rook over here. We go here and we pick up the rook. Oh, no. If we go here, then they interpose the queen. Yeah, but in that case, they interpose the queen. We can take here. The queen is pinned. So yeah, if we go over here, we pick up the rook. Like if they try to interpose the queen, then we can just take like this. Oh no, but they can interpose the queen like this. No, if they interpose the queen like this, we just take there. Okay, yeah, it's late. So yeah, here, and here has to be it, right? Queen f4, yeah, queen f4. There we go, and yeah, now we just take that rook. Looking everywhere to make sure that I'm not messing up somehow because. All right, so yeah, great solving there, you guys. Who was the first one who came up with it? I think it was Liam. Uh, yeah. So yeah, well, no, it was Czech Republic actually. Rook takes rook, rook g1. Yeah, so Czech Republic and Liam, great job, you guys. So all right, let's see. If we were to give this check after the, well, I mean, they can first of all block with a bishop. Oh, but if they were to block with a bishop, we can put a lot more pressure on that bishop with knight, with this rook, like over here or something. Anyways, if they were to move over there, then we would go like over here. King would go there. We might go here. No, not here because then we might go. Oh no, not here. Okay. Uh, maybe over here or something. Over here, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe there could be something along those lines, but that might not be even the starting move. Um, yeah, Queen d3 definitely seems the way, stopping white from castling. Oh, you guys mean Queen d3 first move? Same idea, different move, or classic. So okay, yeah, you guys are all agreed on it. So let's go. And by the way, my computer is failing me a lot with clicks. So when I draw arrows, not too infuriating if I miss an arrow, but if I try to play the move and I miss it, then well, I think that might happen, guys. I hope it doesn't, but it might happen because like now it seems okay, the cursor, but a couple of times there it was very slow. Well, actually, I could solve that by closing a couple of tabs. I have all the tabs opening from all the analysis we did before and stuff. There we go. Okay, so Yeah, now they went over here, so we go with one of the rooks over here. Wait, but if one of the rooks would work, then both would work, right? So it can't be. There's always the the bishop interposition at the end. If you check with the rook, I mean, the queen will not sacrifice itself immediately. Bishop will interpose, then you sack the rook. Take with queen, does it do anything? I don't know. Okay, I'll check with you guys. Obviously, you guys have it already found out. Rook A, E8. Now what? Rook E3, Queen E3, Knight E4, Knight G4. It wouldn't matter at that point, I believe. Hello, Vinod Darling. You tricked me with that name. I was just reading it and I was saying darling. Okay, so yeah, hello Vinod. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. There's a back rank at the end of the line, that's why rook A to E8. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I thought that maybe there would be something along the lines of a back rank. Yasin, thank you for tuning in, by the way. Rook takes bishop. Rook takes bishop. And now I assume that it's going to be something like, does it start with queen? Yeah, if queen check, then they have no interposition. So after you go over here, they have to go there. And then you go over there, threatening mate, maybe. They probably sacrifice like a rook to stop it or something. Queen e3. Queen e3. Now knight to g4, I suppose. Knight e4, says Miss on Earth. Why knight e4 and not knight g4? Because knight e4 prevents the rook from defending. You just take with check and it's made. So yeah, knight e4 makes more sense. Knight e4. Okay, well now we just grab the queen. Yeah, great stuff, you guys. Who was the first one who found it? Yeah, it was ESET. So great job there, ESET. And everyone else who found like said all the rest of the moves. Yeah, it's easy to miss stuff that's going to happen like 1,000 years into the future. He said, like to visualize the like all the possibilities before the moves get played out. It's pretty tough. Queen a4, says Ethan. Queen a4. Queen a4 here. Why do I have the feeling that we saw this puzzle before? Probably just a feeling. I don't think we saw I saw this one. So here? Queen here. Well, first of all, like the most obvious is the interpose. In that case, we just land over there. I mean, it's looking already somewhat nice. Uh, well, not really sure, but yeah, I mean, they can also go over here, for instance. Well, you can still grab that there. About like 97 or something. If you go like 97, threatening to go here, and also hitting the rook, is there anything wrong with that move? Now they say checkmate or something. Like, I mean, there is this check, for instance. Yeah, there is this check. Then if we go over here, they take over there. So yeah. Yeah, 97. There is something wrong. It's this check is wrong. This check is wrong with that move definitely. So never mind that I said that. That's definitely a blunder. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to play. That Queen A4 might be it. All the lines should be forcing. There's mating one, says Yasin. Yeah, I mean they have Queen E7 there. Queen A4, King D1, King D2, Queen D1. Oh yeah, of course we're. Oh wait, what? Queen D1 there, sacrificing the queen. Ah yeah, because we can. Because we can promote over there. Yeah, we get a new queen to continue trying. So yeah, you have mate in E7. Yeah, I know. We're getting mate on E7. Ah, wait, you meant like if no, but yeah, I mean for 97 that wasn't the refutation. The refutation for 97 was they go over here. But you meant in some of the other yeah, okay. You meant when I was looking at this when they have mentioned when Vincent mentioned Queen A4 and I started looking at grabbing pawns over here or something like that. Like I mean, yeah. You're right. We're being threatened with mate. Yeah, I failed to notice that at first. I was just trying to figure out why Queen A4 would be good. But yeah, good reminder there. By the way, thank you Agni for tuning back in. Yeah, and H1 yeah. A3 is in their B5 pawn. It is threatened. Yeah. I know, but I mean, like when I. Ah, okay. You guys must be referring to when I was looking at this, probably. Because I mean, when I looked at the 97, I mean, there's no mate yet. I mean, with if you go over here, but you still lose after rookie 6. Well, actually, you do get mated after rookie 6, probably. But I mean, like you get mated in the way that's not the mate immediately because this you would stop with that. Or I mean, you would delay with that. But after this, then well, yeah, they're going to grow over here, and you are getting mated anyway. But yeah, it's but yeah, in the line before, I wasn't even looking at what they were about to do. I was just trying to figure out why Vincent Earth was suggesting the Queen A4. I think it was Vincent Earth. But yeah, now I see what you mean. Like, I mean, if they don't interpose the pawn, then you take over there and you get a new queen. Um, B3 after Queen A4, Queen A2, and B4. Queen A2 and B4. We all agree on Queen A4. Okay, let's go Queen A4. Okay, so I assume this because not much else to do after that. And then after this, someone said b4. I believe we will see that. Yeah, everyone agrees on queen a2, so queen a2. And now you guys are suggesting b4, which makes some sense. I did think about that before. I did think about before. So b4 takes, and then you may have that with, may have some with the remaining pieces. No, wait, but yeah. Four king takes, and then how can you continue? Before check, is a nice six, nice six. Yeah, I mean, 96 definitely not. I mean, that's why I was that's why I was like wondering why. I mean, what we could do after before. But I did think also that before might be an idea before. So I did think about that. Like even before you mentioned it, I had already thought that this might be something here. I hadn't looked at like the implications of it yet. But I mean, I thought maybe that could be an idea, and I still think it might be an idea, but definitely not followed by 96 because, well, that just loses a knight with check. I mean, the fact that it loses a knight is no problem, but I mean, the problem is that we're running into that check. And getting mated afterwards. By the way, after this puzzle, I'm ending the stream, guys. It's pretty late here, but yeah. Let's take a look at this. Before King e4, Rook h4 seems like something. Rook h4. Forgot about the rook. Forgot about that rook. Yeah, has to start like that probably. So b4 takes, Rook h4. Probably will interpose this pawn, I suppose. If they interpose the pawn, I don't know what to do next. Before Rook h4. Hello, Shota Man. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. We're about to end the stream, but I mean, I hope you tune in to another one in the future. Knight to d7, pin the queen. Yeah, the problem with 97, that's the first thing I was looking at, Shota Man. But problem with it is they give you this check. Yeah, well, I will finish in a moment then. So 97, rook e6 is a problem. But I mean, I did think about that idea too, Shota. And if it weren't for that, then we would be in. Then that would be a pretty good move. E4 is good for us, I believe. We're getting mate to ESAT. B4. Okay, before everyone says before, so let's go with before. Before here. So now rook h4. Everyone's agreed on that. I mean, I don't see what we're doing after this. High fever. Yeah, yeah. I went before. I went before. Yeah. Good stuff, guys. We need to make sure we have something after D4. Yeah, yeah. No rush, guys. Take your time. Wait. Or probably something less Russian player. Rook H4. No. Rook H4, D4, Rook H7 would be such a computer kind of idea. A5 and knight C6 double. Yeah, the you mean like Queen A5 and then knight C6? I did think about if there was this sack, but oh no, like I mean, after I take over here, I do get that you get this, but king moves like over there, for instance. If we even if we regain the queen, like I don't know what's afterwards. Oh yeah, wait, we're up 1,000 pieces, so we can actually probably go there. Like I mean, if they have to take like this, and after this, if we go like that, we're still up material. So yeah, maybe it might be that. Yeah, might be that. I was for a moment thinking about this. I forgot about the fact that we were up material. So this and this and this might be. We get mated. How do we get mated? Like if this and queen takes and we go over here, we don't get mated. How are we getting mated? Like no queen anymore at that point for them. Ah, you mean if they take with a king? They take with a king. Yeah, they take with a king. We don't have anything. Literally, we don't have anything if they take with a king. Yeah, never mind. It's getting late. I'm seeing things. But yeah, for some reason I was looking at this and I was thinking they had to take with a queen, and yeah, they don't. Take with a king. King takes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Czech Republic. I'm yeah. Rook H7. Queen check, then rook check, wins queen. Which queen check? I don't know what queen check you mean. I think we should look more into that rook h4. No, I don't know. I don't know. It is rook h4, rook h4, then knight d7. Oh, the knight d7 was in there in the mix. Rook h4 here, knight d7. Now if they go here, then what do you do? Aren't you in the same kind of trouble as before? They go over here. Queen c5, black queen takes knight, checking to c4, rook h4, wins queen. If you go king f8, you still get cooked, don't you? Like if you go over here, 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 then aren't you getting cooked after? Ah, yeah, no, you're not getting cooked because they still need another move to go. Yeah, well, but they bring this other rook. They go like over here. You're absolutely getting cooked, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, man, the king sort of escapes for a little bit. But I mean, if knight d7 was bad before, I don't see how now it could be good. This time he has no rook f1. Ah, because the bishop covers there. Okay, I get you. Knight c3. Oh, knight c6. The problem is that queen takes knight with check. That is a problem with knight c6 immediately. Balgam. Rook h7, rook e6 again, and this is also covered. Oh, Ben's got it. Rook h7, rook e6 again. Okay, rook h4 says everyone. Let's go with rook h4. Boom. And to our surprise, I think I'm not the only one surprised that they didn't play this. They went over there. So now maybe we do sacrifice something. Like, I mean, do we sacrifice the queen now? Oh, never mind. If we sacrifice the queen, I was thinking of bringing the rook, but we don't have a rook to bring in. I was thinking maybe I can sacrifice the queen and bring this rook. I'm definitely sleepy. Um, 97, 97. Okay, okay, okay. 97 only move. Okay, 97 now. So they go over there. King of Fate is the only legal move, I believe. No, there's this legal move as well, but it makes no sense. So yeah, King of Fate. Oh no, I didn't start with any gambit. Shoulda man, this is a puzzle. This is a puzzle. Shoulda man. I'm speaking a little bit in a low voice because wife is sleeping already. So, um, King of Fate, King of Fate, yeah. So yeah. This is a puzzle. Show them, man. If it were a game, I wouldn't be asking for help from the chat because that would be extremely. I mean, that would be cheating. This is a puzzle. This is a puzzle. So feel free to suggest anything you want because this is a puzzle. Rook c8. Rook c8. Okay, rook c8. And yeah, they have to give up the queen, right? All right, great solving, guys. Congratulations, you guys did fantastic. Great job, Vince on Earth. Great job, EZ, Czech Republic, Liam, all of you guys. Really, really well done. And what app is that? This is chess.com, man. This is chess.com. I mean, the interface, I make it look a little bit different because I mean I'm on OBS, but this is chess.com. What you're seeing. All right, so yeah, thank you everyone who tuned in to the stream. I may post a new long form video one of these days if you guys feel like watching it. I would appreciate it. I mean, at least that you check it out and see if you like it. I mean, I will not post it right now. I'll post it, but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. And yeah, thanks to everyone who for the support. Have a good day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and see you on the next one. Hopefully, take care.